Good morning, YouTubers, friends, followers, subscribers, my Trevorites, my lovers, my haters, those of you that are wasted spacers, chicken chasers, masturbators. There we go. Done. That's the second time I've said that now. But if you're watching this if you're watching this video right now and you've not yet subscribed, why not? It's free. Well, people, it's Sunday. Yes, it was quite a warm day where I live. Quite a warm day in Suffolk. Yes, it was, yes. I stayed out of the sun mostly, but a lot of people got sunburned. And I realised, I keep saying this, but I've known this for a long time, but for some reason, every time it happens, I am an idiot. I just go, okay, let's do it. So my son that's 12 and his friends that are 12 all play football. Dad, do you want to play? I know I can't, but I go, yeah, I'll have a go. And then for the next couple of days, I have to come off the football field. I have to have a redox bath. I have to relax a little bit. Then I come out of redox bath. I'm okay. I sit down. An hour later, I'm stiff again. Another redox. I'm too old for this stuff. But I still do it. Well, my dog's at my feet. Little Zuzi. My chores this morning are done so far. And I've read quite a few emails this morning. And the news is a little bit weird, but it's interesting. Now, for decades and decades, there's been rumours about Adolf Hitler, where he went at the end of the war. Did he kill himself? Where's his body? Where's this? But I've watched loads of things on Discovery, actually. Hunting Hitler was a good one on Discovery Channel. And they tried to track everything down. They had ex-special forces guys and experts tracking things down. And it did lead to Argentina. They led it to Argentina. Which is a little bit strange. But then the things that they showed us in Argentina, where Germans resettled, was also strange. Well, in today's media, they've discovered a German U-boat off the coast of the central coast of Argentina. Yes, they have. Which could open up an investigation into who was on that boat and DNA and the rest of these things. But so far, the Argentinian authorities are refusing to investigate it. Yeah, 262 foot long this U-boat is. So hopefully they'll do another investigation into that there. I find that stuff very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Yes. But there's a few things going on in the news which one of them has made me angry, which we'll discuss in a minute. But anyway, the one that we're all hearing about is this morning with Philip and Holly. Well, Philip has now resigned. He's resigned. He did a little statement. He resigned so the show could move forward. But he didn't resign, did he? He said he's resigned. But he was forced out. Holly Willoughby, whatever her name is, Willoughby, doesn't matter what her name is. Holly had actually give ITV bosses an ultimatum, and she had said, it's him or me. I'm going to be honest, we need to live in a world where when someone gives us an ultimatum or threatens us, that's the individual that must go. Because it just goes to show you that they try and do leverage and stuff. So he's left this morning. I think at the minute, and I say I think, I've heard rumours, Alison Hammond is going to step into his shoes at the minute. Which won't be too hard. I think Alison Hammond's more of a man than Philip Schofield anyway. So she'll step in and co-host the show with Holly until they find a suitable replacement. Eamon Holmes has spoken out and said, well, he was nasty. He tried to get me fired. Fern Britton has spoke out. He's nasty. He tried to get me fired. It seems all the previous people that have been on this morning have all had a gripe with Philip, where Philip used to rule the roost. But now it looks like Philip's been tossed out and Holly's now the person with power in ITV. Will we see Philip back hosting things like The Cube? Will he go back into Dancing on Ice? We don't know. It's a little bit difficult, isn't it? I wonder what's going to happen in the near future. Holly seems to be the one with power now at ITV, so we'll see. And she's not a nice person either, so there we go. I'd rather get rid of the both of them. Have I ever watched This Morning? Yeah, I have. I think the best hosts, and I'm probably biased, was Eamon and Ruth. But I also like Richard and Judy. Haven't really liked Philip. The only time I like Philip is when he had his hand up, when he had his hand inside Gordon the Gopher. And looking back at that now, that was probably a puppeteer crime. Anyway. Right, what else is going on? Something. Now, this is the one this has annoyed me, but this is not the one that I'm angry about. But listen to this. The British, right, I don't understand the reasoning behind the Ministry of Defence, the reasoning behind what's happening in our country, and political decisions. Because we have just handed a £70 million contract to China to produce British Army uniform. The red jumpsuit worn by the Red Devils, made in China. The ghillie suits and sniper outfits worn by our snipers, made in China. SAS berries with a badge on it, made in China. British Army regalia, made in China. Now, why the hell would you not give that contract to a British firm? Why? It doesn't make sense. We are giving money to a country who is probably the bigger threat. I don't understand the mental health or the mental reasoning behind giving these countries contracts. These contracts, British stuff should be made in Britain. It should be. Our manufacturing. And this is why our country isn't doing as well financially. Because our politicians are utter shite. They give everything away to other countries to make for our country when it should be our own manufacturers. But there we go, people. Yeah. Don't shoot the messenger. I'll leave a link of description in the video. Now, this one has got me. This is the one that's annoyed me now. And I'll tell you why. Because when people talk about mental health, it's thrown around like a word. It's a toy to some people. It's an excuse for some people. And it's what they use to get ahead in life. Especially PTSD. Post-traumatic stress. I just get annoyed with it. Post-traumatic stress disorder. It's something that you would never ever want to have. Well, check this out. Top Gear staff, right? I'll read it to you. Have now been signed off work with PTSD. After they witnessed the horror crash from Freddie Flintoff, they've been signed off with PTSD. Many of them are struggling. So they witnessed one crash. The BBC have signed them all off. Full pay, PTSD. Isn't that crazy? Now imagine being a soldier and going out on a Monday to work. I'm going to use Afghanistan. No, Baghdad, Iraq, it doesn't matter. Imagine going on an operational tour with the British Army, and on a Monday you witness a car crash. What do you do on a Monday? You write a little statement and it goes in. That's your statement. Tuesday, you're back out. You see someone get shot. You do your little post-action. Wednesday, shot. Thursday, suicide bomber. Friday, firefight. 4 days later, someone loses a leg. Imagine having that, right? Yeah. For over 150, 160 days in a row. 6-month tour. Boom, 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 boom. And coming back off one of those tours with all that shit in your head, right? And being told to man up, get back to work. Yeah. Being given a little tub of antidepressants. You're not depressed. You've got loads of issues, but the doctor goes, there's some depressant, there's some sleeping tablets. A few drinks with the boys, you're back to work. And then you have, say, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 10 years, 12 years, 18 years of this shit, 21 years of this shit. And you know what? Whenever you leave, they go, can you prove? This is true. Then the MOD go and their government legal department go, can you prove that this is from your service, all these issues you have? And you're like going, no. Or you could be an off-duty soldier going to an old airfield and watching Freddie Flintoff getting involved in a car crash and coming in and going, I've got PTSD. And they go, how have you got PTSD? I watched Freddie Flintoff's car crash. And imagine your colonel going, Grow a set of bollocks. Grow up. Get back to work. You watched the car crash? Pfft, the guys in my unit awash with shit. Get back to work. See, I hate it when people use PTSD as a throwaway. Full pay. They'll probably get more money, those BBC staff, than a soldier would see in his lifetime. It's craziness. Well, it is what it is, people, isn't it? Well, anyway, listen, I'm going to shoot off and have a great day, I hope. Mother, I'm trying to get you the brooch. Don't worry, I'm trying. Have a great day. Stay safe. And make sure you check to see if you're still subscribed to the channel. And thank you for the support on this channel. Thanks for supporting it. Take care. Stay safe.